One of the things that's occurring right now is, we're in this global pandemic that really no end in sight, right? Because after we find a vaccine for coronavirus, the impacts will be felt for years to come. How do you think about, how do you lead, how do you make progress on diversity and inclusion during a crisis? And one of the things I think is really important is you have to have reasonable goals and expectations of what you can do now in this moment. I think doing nothing is a long-term resentment program for your team because they'll resent you for it. And some people will leave, you'll not really know why, but I'm telling you why. Doing nothing is, I think, the worst possible outcome that you could do to kind of create change. Ignoring it, let's move beyond that. Then there's a category of folks that are just trying to write the press release, do enough of a listening tour, bring in a few speakers to seem present in this moment, but not really committed. And I want to commend you, right? Because you're so far in advance of doing nothing that you're still in the game, right? So you can take these initial steps without fully knowing what your program will be. And if it's done in an authentic way, and you're sharing with your team that you're learning by doing, that you're talking with outside experts that are trying to help you craft it, that you've built an internal diversity team that's going to look at how to push some of these changes through the organization, people will give you space, because what they want is not somebody that preaches that they have all these new answers and the magic diversity wand, but somebody that says, this is a journey that we're going to have to take together, and here's what we're doing now, here's what we're studying next, and here's where we want to go. So I think what's really, really important in this moment is to start to articulate, right, the vision and the mission for what you want to get done in this space. And then we have what I would say are those that are truly courageous in this moment as CEOs. Those that are doing the press release, that are doing the listening tours, but that are really assigning a team and resourcing a team to look at the organization top to bottom, pull in the data, both in hiring, pull in the data in terms of employee surveys around diversity and inclusion, and really putting forth educational programming with pace, using e-learning tools, using mobile gaming tools that create integration, right, with the D&I messaging, but are doing it in this moment as fast as is reasonable. You're going to make some missteps, but let me talk to those that are taking that courage of action right now. Your team is going to create and rally around that mission for change. People are hurting right now. And when you reach out and pull up people that are hurting, you create loyalty that is in excess of anything you could do any other way. Because people remember those that are with them when they're hurting and down. You've got folks across your organization that are in the underrepresented groups, but you also have people that are dealing with white guilt, that are seeing some of these things, 8 minutes and 46 seconds of a police officer's knee on the neck of a black man, killing him on live television. That is a significant event for everyone in the population of your organization, because now we all have to rethink our perspective on race, on diversity, on inclusion. And so there's a lot of people that are having to adjust in their own personal imperfections. And you've got to be there for them too. And so my thinking in terms of what we need to do in a crisis around D&I is, number one, not ignore it. Number two, get help with understanding the cultural competency of your organization so you can order your steps forward. You can be present in the moment, but you can make proper progress based on the goals, the values, and the commitment level of your organization. And our goal is just to be here to help. We do not have all the answers. Our goal is to help you find them. We do not have the path forward that is guaranteed success. We'll try, fail, and adjust with you. That this can have an impact in a positive way on your bottom line, on your talent retention, on your brand realization. Hear me clearly. People have a brand, but are you putting forth the things in action that create brand realization of the promise that your brand stands for? And that's what we want to help you do.